Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today we're going to be going deep on what are they realizing about you and this connection. So this can be your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, specific person. We're going to see what they truly and deeply think and feel and are realizing. We'll also take a look at what action do they wish to take based on this realization. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. I wanted to say a big thank you to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this family. You know how much I love, cherish, and appreciate all of you. So today I have a pick a card reading with 3 groups as always, and you have many options to choose your group. So you can pick from group number 1, 2, 3, or you can pick them all, or you can use different strategies as well, like the card itself, the crystal on it, as well as zodiac signs. So we'll be assigning zodiac signs to each group. And some people like to choose theirs and their persons and combine readings as well. So there is no right or wrong answer here. Please do be gentle with yourself. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you just want to get specific guidance on what's going on between you and your special person, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me, because that is the most powerful reading you can have. We meet on video call. I get to see your beautiful face, and that connection one-on-one just brings forth so much healing and so many answers to your questions as they come up right there in real time, right? Spirit is right there with us. So I love doing those live readings. And if that doesn't resonate, I also offer video recorded readings. So you have options. If you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. Now, if you're the kind of person who also loves to pull oracle cards at home, I've created 2 decks, and I like it because they're designed to help you with every part of your life, from love and relationships, which is the Twin Flame Oracle, and I use this in every reading, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is about business, money, career, abundance. So if you combine these 2, they are a bit of a double, a double magic, beautiful kind of way to keep yourself clear and on your path when it comes to love and abundance. So these are available at my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. So let's see. Oh, okay. It is time to take a deep breath and see which of these you feel most guided to. So for group number 1, we have fire and passion with this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have wolf and instinct with this crystal right here. And for group number 3, we have music and harmony with this crystal right here. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. For group number 1, we have Taurus, we have Gemini, we have Scorpio, and we have Libra. For group number 2, we have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, Aries. And for group number 3, we have Leo, Pisces, Virgo, and Aquarius. So go ahead and make your choice, and we will get started here with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose fire and passion, as well as this crystal, and Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, and Libra. Let's see. What are they realizing about you at this time? We're going to start with your oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. And then we will also be looking at what action, if any, do they wish to take towards you. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Extremes. Yang. The sun. Okay. So I think one of the things that this person is really understanding about you, really realizing, and it's big, I think it's very difficult for them because this is something they don't wish to admit, group 1. And it's interesting to me that we have this extremes right here, as well as codependency with this group 1 fire and passion card, right? So we have a lot of like fiery energy, a lot of like fire sign energy as well, as on top of these signs. But I feel like this person feels that they are very unhealed in many ways, and they may not use the word exactly unhealed, but I would say they feel that they are messed up in many ways. And if they have recently done things in this connection that you feel are messed up, they are very aware of that. Okay, like this person, I feel with this extremes energy right here, I feel like they are realizing that they have behaved in some way with you through their actions, through their choices that have been very extreme. Either they were extremely into you and really intense, and then they pulled back really hard and became very cold. And there's this extreme kind of whiplash that went on for some of you, where you just feel like, wait a second, what happened? Like yesterday you were crazy about me, we were so in love, and you told me that you're in love with me, and then like today you've completely pulled back. I don't know where you are. You don't talk to me the same way. You talk to me differently. There's something here about this person knowing that they made choices that were very extreme in their life. And those choices are now becoming extreme towards you, okay? And they know, and they're coming to realize that a lot of it comes from some sort of codependency that they have in their own character, right? So this person could have certain addictions. It could be anything. It doesn't have to just be substances or alcohol. It could be even addictions to anger, rage, anxiety, like needing to be the victim, right? Sometimes people are addicted to a self-image, you know, where it's like they know that they haven't been good, but they still cling to justifications or excuses about why they had to do what they did, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if right now this person is realizing that they underneath, they know that whatever they did, however they acted, whatever they may have done to you or in this connection was wrong. Okay, it was wrong, and it was very hurtful. It could have been very, very hurtful. And they're doing it, for many of them, they're doing it and then still justifying that they had to do that in order to either protect you, protect themselves, you know, try to look like they're still a good person. There's something here around that. It's like they cling to this identity of, I am a good person, I do the right thing, I believe in that, but then they behave in extreme ways that come from their own unhealed nature. There's something that this person has gone through in their life that makes them almost a little bit self-deceptive, right? Like they don't want to admit it to themselves that they have these issues, and they definitely don't want to admit it to you or anybody else. And so they're realizing that, you know, if they have truly and deeply hurt you, they're realizing how much they did, how much they hurt you. And if they've lost you, or if you've stepped away from them, if you've called them out on this, I think that's something very powerful. Because if you did not, group one, let this person get away with this behavior, right? Like, say you called them out and said, you know, what you did was wrong. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to comfort you. I'm not going to understand. I'm going to speak against the things that you've done. If you were vocal with this person, I feel like they deeply respect that. Okay. This is not the kind of person who is going to respect you for not calling them out. Okay. With this yin yang energy, I feel like underneath all of their problems, this person feels whole and complete with you, because they don't feel whole and complete by themselves. Like, ideally we want to feel whole and complete on our own, right? And whoever we love, they just add to that. It's not that we are unfulfilled or we are not whole without the other person, but I feel like this person, because they do seem to have a fragmented energy, you know, between this extremes and codependency, they are fragmented. They are not whole. They need healing. And because of that, I feel like they see you as their counterpart in terms of what makes them whole. What makes them feel less fragmented is you. They feel like you balance them out. They feel that your warmth, your sunlight is something they want. So this person might be somebody who has darkness in them, group one, and sometimes has a lack of honesty around that darkness. Like, they can't admit it. They don't want to admit it to themselves. They don't want to admit it to you. But what they do is they try to take your sun. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but, you know, you are much more clear. You are much more open. You are, you know, you care about your healing. You know, nobody's perfect, but you try. And so there's a sun, there's an energy of goodness around you that this person realizes that they deeply, deeply want, because it somehow balances out their lacks, right? And so they're realizing that they may have alienated you. They may have done something hurtful that wasn't right. And they've lost the sun. They've lost your light. They've lost that sense of feeling whole around you because of what they've done or the choices they've made. Let's go deeper. What else are they realizing? The sun again. See, this person is addicted to your light, group one. King of Wands, passion. Oh my gosh, here we have passion right here for your main card. More fire energy. Ace of Swords. High Priestess, see? This is how they see you. They see you very, very highly. They have great regard and respect for you. Four of Swords. Yeah, there you have it. There's that introspection energy. So yes, so this person, I do feel strongly for many of you that you have called this person out. Not in, it doesn't have to be in any kind of dramatic or, you know, confrontational way, but you have not let them get away with certain behavior. Okay. You have told this person, I see you. I see what you're doing, because I feel like this person is someone who maybe in their family, in their life, or like in their experience with other partners, whether it's, you know, previous, like if it's from a previous marriage or other relationships, as well as the way they were raised. For some of you, I feel like this person is used to getting away with things. Okay, other people did not call them out. Like maybe their caregivers or whoever raised them didn't call them out on things. Then they went into relationships with partners who just let them be, who let them kind of, lie to themselves, didn't really challenge this person, didn't really call them out on their BS, right? And I feel like this person right now is realizing that they are stunned by the fact that you will call them out. High Priestess, you are intuitive, you are spiritual, you are deep. You see this person for who they really are, because this person definitely has a particular persona. Like they want, again, people to believe. I feel it very strongly. They're a very passionate person. King of Wands energy. They want people to believe that they are passionate, they are determined, they're hardworking, they go out there, they do things, and they believe in things, and they believe in themselves as being a good energy. Like, they like that self-image of people respecting them, not calling them out, people thinking highly of them. But here's the thing. In the way that they behaved with you, this person has realized that they've come down in your eyes because you wouldn't let them get away with it. You wouldn't coddle them the way other people did. I feel like other partners were really taken in by this person in terms of how they present themselves. They could be very attractive. They could be charismatic. They could talk well. They might have a great job. They might have some success. There's something about this person that they're used to not being questioned, okay, or not being questioned too deeply in relationships. They're used to kind of calling the shots in relationships. But here they met you, and that is why you are their counterpart. You are their equal in the sense that you're not going to let them get away with it, okay? High Priestess energy, very powerful. That's why they see you as their yin yang. Like they see you as their equal. Not somebody who they've always felt with other people is less than, right? Less than them, less smarter than them. They can get away with things, right? Again, they are addicted to your sunlight. They are addicted to your light. This is the second time we're getting the sun right here and right here. So they want your sun. They crave your light, okay? And right now they may have gone silent, Four of Swords, because you called them out. You did not let them get away with the BS. So now they're regrouping. They're figuring out, okay, I'm going to have to do things differently. I'm going to have to think things differently. Ace of Swords, central energy. I'm going to have to change my mindset here because the way I've been acting, the way I've been thinking is not going to work with you. It just is not going to, because you are very different. Your light is too powerful for this person. Your light is transforming this person on the inside, in their mind. They know that they're going to have to do things differently, that their way of being that they naturally are with other people and other relationships is not going to work here. Not going to work here at all. Okay? Wow, this is so interesting. So if they've stepped back and they're silent right now, they're trying to regroup. They're trying to figure out how can they not lose you? How can they, keep you? How can they win you back if you've stepped away from this person? They're panicking. They're panicking because their usual way of being doesn't work on you. So then let's see, is there any action they wish to take next towards you? Chaser. They're going to chase you. Vibration. Travel. Hidden path. Solitude. Okay, so they're definitely going to spend some time in solitude because we're getting Four of Swords along with the Solitude card right here. So they're going to spend some time thinking things over, thinking things through, because you have affected this person in a very deep way, okay? Group 1, you've kind of given them their money's worth, okay? They're not used to playing at this level, okay? And I don't mean that you guys are playing games or anything like that, but I'm saying they're not used to their intellectual, mental, spiritual, emotional equal the way you are. Here we have the High Priestess going against the King of Wands here. And I don't mean against as in like at that level of, okay, I'm going to have to level up because I've met my match here. So this person, they may be silent right now. They're working on upping their vibration. They know that they've come to rely on you, your light, your sun, a bit too much. And whatever choices they've made have not helped. Like, you may have withdrawn your light, withdrawn your sun, because see, they feel like the path towards you is a little bit hidden right now. Like, they're going to have to up level. They're going to have to come differently. They're going to have to grow. They're going to have to change something about the way they've been handling life and handling this relationship. And they very much want to chase you because they don't want to lose you. See, you have sparked something in this person. You see this person in a way nobody else has. And yes, it scares and terrifies them because they're like, wait a second, nobody has ever looked into my soul the way you have. So there's a part of them that wants to run from that. And that's why there is a period of solitude here, right? But once they come out of that, there is a chaser energy. Like, they're not going to let you go. They're going to make sure that they come to you with an answer, okay? Because there might be a lot of questions here. They need to give an answer to that. For some of you, they might travel towards you if this is a long distance relationship. But to me, this is also my 8 of Wands card, which is like more like progress, faster progress, okay? They're going to come at you with wanting progress once they figure out in that solitude time how to show up for you, how to win you, how to be your equal, because you have come into their life as a catalyst for them to up level themselves, for them to raise their vibration, raise who they really are, be a partner at a different level than what they've ever had to be before. And they like to lie to themselves about that, right? Like I said, this person is not used to being challenged. This person is not used to being called out. But while it terrifies them, it also has made them fall madly in love with you, because you are just a magnificent energy, somebody that they just cannot possibly lose. And that's why we have this chaser energy. Wow, this was a very interesting reading. I think you guys have some interesting days coming up here, group 1. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Everything is at livetarot.com. And oh, the decks are also at livetarot.com, as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. So make sure you check it out. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose the wolf and this crystal right here, as well as Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Aries. Let's see. What are they realizing about you, group 2? We'll start with your oracle, then we'll do your tarot, and then we'll also take a look at what action, if any, do they wish to take next towards you and this connection. We have, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Beginnings. Go the distance. The thinking man. Okay. So I feel like you are definitely very much on this person's mind, okay? I feel like there's something about you that is so interesting and unique that you've captured this person's attention. And this person cannot stop thinking about you. And what's interesting here is that there's somebody who I think has certain regrets in their life when it comes to relationships. They feel that they have not been good at catching red flags in potential partners in the past. And one of the things that they're marveling at right now, I think one of the things that they are feeling very deeply good about in their heart and in their soul is that they don't see red flags in you. And that is something that is new to them, because I believe that this person definitely could be a bit more of a lone wolf personality, because it's interesting because I feel like it's associated with the energy of the original card that you chose in the first place, the wolf instinct card, right? So for some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if this person definitely has a lone wolf personality. And the reason they've become that way, the reason why they may be somebody who is more thoughtful, more likes to kind of live in solitude. I mean, they may have friends, but they may only have like a small group of a few friends. They may not be the most social person because they do tend to be in their heads a lot. They're very reflective. They're maybe not the most openly social person, but somebody who seems to be thinking a lot under the surface, right? A thoughtful person, somebody who needs to analyze or think things through. And they do realize that that has pros and cons, right? Like sometimes they get too much into their head, right? Swords energy. But sometimes they are more open or opening up more emotionally when they feel safer. And so I feel like this person has definitely kind of, through past betrayals, through past, being stabbed in the back. I think that's also the reason why they've become more of a thinking person. Through past bad experiences, they've taught themselves to look for red flags now. And what they're very excited about, or what's really pleasing them right now, what's making them feel good right now, is that they're not seeing those in you. And because of that, they are realizing that this could just be it for them. Like here's a beginning that can go the distance. They're starting to realize the more they get to know you, the more they're allowing themselves to emotionally open up to you. They're realizing that, wow, this could be the doorway into a whole new world, into a whole new life. A life where they actually feel safe in love, because this person may not have felt safety in love in the past. Or their experiences have shown them that love doesn't mean safety. Love means danger. Love can be threatening. Love can be hurtful. I feel like that's the association this person has made in their mind when it comes to love. So it's something that they almost have to unlearn. But it's hard to unlearn that until you meet somebody who shows you otherwise, right? Like, because in your mind, again, this person, the thinking person, in their mind, they could say, okay, I'm going to unlearn that. I can't be pessimistic. I can't expect that every person I meet is going to be unsafe in love. I have to still keep my mind open. They can say that to themselves, but it's very hard to do that until you actually, in real life, right? Until you meet somebody who does make you feel safe. Until you meet somebody you feel that you can slowly begin to trust. And I feel like that's what they're realizing about you, group 2. This person definitely keeps away, for many of you, this person keeps away from people. Like, they don't trust people easily. They kind of live in their own world. And they feel more comfortable in that in many ways. And that is why they're realizing, as they slowly open up to you, that this could be a totally new beginning for them. This could be a doorway into a new world, a new path, a new portal. But it's going to require courage, to step into that, especially if they have been hurt and disappointed in the past. So this is why I feel like they're realizing that with you, this could be a brand new, beautiful beginning of a beautiful new life. And what's really kind of scary as well as exciting to them is that if they open up to you, if they open up to this possibility, then this could definitely go the distance. Like, as in, this could be it. This could be that permanent love, that permanent safety, that permanent relationship that they've been looking for, secretly wanting, but acting like they're not looking for it. I feel like this person has become so protective of themselves that on the outside, they try to keep up appearance that they're not actually looking for love. They're not actually looking for anything. They're the lone wolf. They're fine on their own. They don't need anyone. They don't need anything. I feel like that's the energy that they try to give off. That's the type of image that they try to give to the world. But that image comes from their wounding. That image comes from their internal pain, because they've been disappointed in the past. because they've been betrayed in the past, and so they've kept this wall around them, like, I'm fine, I'm a lone wolf, I'm good on my own, I don't need anybody, I'm not looking for love. They've kept that as a wall, when inside what they secretly want is what they're starting to have with you. Let's go deeper. What else are they realizing? What else are they realizing about group 2? Queen of Wands, see? Beautiful. The Hierophant. King of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. There's that thinking man or thinking person energy right there. Okay. This is interesting. So I feel like for some of you, the problem here, take this as it resonates, is not for everybody, but for some of you, I feel like the problem here is that they could be in a different relationship. There could be a third party situation here that I'm seeing with this King of Pentacles, Hierophant, Queen of Wands energy here, okay, with the Three of Swords. So for some of you, this person is in this transition situation that is very painful for them, because they might be in some sort of a dead-end relationship or marriage that's become more of a living arrangement that they have to financially and physically uphold. Okay, there is some sort, for some of you, this person is in some sort of like a stability situation where they need to stay with somebody else because of money and living space. Okay, and it's very hard to financially free themselves from that situation. Okay, and that's why they are going through this realization process where it's like they may have to come to a decision as to, do they want to stay stuck in that situation because it's financially calm, it gives them a place to stay and nothing is expected of them, because it could be one of those relationships that are more like roommate, even though they're legally married or they're technically in a relationship, but it's more like roommates, right? So do they want to stay in that and then have the heartbreak of rejecting real love, which is what they're feeling for you, right? Are they willing to make that compromise? Are they willing to compromise their comfort and stability financially for love? Do they truly want real love? And that's where, for some of you, this beginnings and go the distance comes in, where it's like if they're partnered with somebody else but stuck in that, they're seeing you as a brand new life, a new beginning, but do they have the courage to walk through that door, that gateway right there? Do they have the courage to do it, or are they going to hold on to this role, which doesn't ask anything of them, but also doesn't feed their soul in any way, right? So it's kind of like a love versus stability issue, okay? That's not for everybody, but for some of you who are in that situation. For those of you who this isn't a third party, I feel like this person is incredibly attracted to your passion. And this is the same even if there is a third party. They're incredibly attracted to who you are, because they might be somebody who, again, is a very stable person who likes to kind of just like the stability of peace and being on their own, right? And their life may seem comfortable to them, but inside it's also a bit boring, okay? And this is for those of you who this is not a third party situation. This person might have created a life for themselves that is very stable, but also very boring to them, because now they have protected themselves against pain, right? They have gone through enough heartbreak. They've gone through enough disappointment in the past, which we already saw here with the red flags, that they have decided that it's easier to be kind of on their own, with no expectations, leading a stable, quiet life, but without any excitement or love. So again, now the choice is theirs. They've developed a level of understanding, okay? But now this understanding has become a little bit stubborn, because the Hierophant also represents you have a particular viewpoint, a particular mindset that could work against you because it's rigid, right? And so this person might be dealing with now the opening of their own rigidity, because your passion is helping them to open up something that they've closed in themselves, right? Because like I said, they have this image of like, I don't need anybody, I'm good. You know, I don't need excitement or passion in my life. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of disappointment and heartbreak. I'm good with just kind of, you know, being this introspective person who's on my own. So I feel like for many of you, they're realizing now that is the choice. Do they want to live in comfort and stability, but kind of, you know, in asleep from love, like not really open to real love, but peaceful and, you know, boring and stable, right? With no excitement, no passion? Or do they want to open up to this Queen of Wands energy, which is what you bring, but risk that, you know what, there's no guarantee in love. It can lead to disappointment again. You just don't know. You have to try. So let's see, are they going to try? Do they wish to take action towards you, group 2? What action, if any, do they wish to take towards group 2? Potential, sacred journey, release, mirroring, alone. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so interesting how we got this exact direct line: thinking man, 4 of Swords, and alone. This is all the same energy. Okay, so there's a grounding energy here from this person. They try to maintain the idea to themselves and to the world that they are absolutely fine alone, on their own, okay? But they're not. They're not. They're very lonely. They want love. They want you. But they try to keep up this persona of, no, I'm all right. I don't need anything, right? But inside, they do feel very lonely, very lost. So I feel like this person right now sees tremendous potential in what the two of you could have. You have opened up things in them that they have closed off for a long time, okay? So this is why I feel like this person sees a brand new opportunity for a brand new life. And I feel like the energy is the same whether there's a third party or not. They see the opportunity to have everything that they've secretly wanted but never felt that they ever got in the past or would ever get in the future, right? Like they've resigned themselves. That's why I feel like this energy is very resigned. If you look at the 2 figures on these cards, like it's a resigned energy. It's a, you know what, I tried and tried, I wanted love, I never got it, and now I just don't believe that I'll have it again, right? So there's a sense of like they need to work through or against that resignation, right? They need to work against that sense of like, I've already let it go, it's never going to happen for me, right? So I feel like this person does very much want to see where this potential could lead. They are very much realizing that you guys are on a sacred journey together, that you have a very deep soul connection. You are mirroring each other in the sense that you both see each other very clearly, and there's a lot of love there to be grown. Like the love is growing because you are literally looking at each other and you're getting to know each other deeper and deeper, and this is becoming a sacred journey. And they're realizing that this is going to go the distance if they can just release whatever they need to release, whether that's a third party situation, whether that's their own beliefs, whether that's their own kind of resigned way of saying, I'm okay being alone in life. Like they need to release whatever is holding them back. And I feel like that is the realization they're coming to, because they are beginning to see that you guys really do belong together. Like this was meant to be. You both want the same thing. You're seeing each other clearly. It's just a matter now of dealing with the fear and, you know, the way the past and even the present moment could be holding them back. Wow, very powerful. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created. The Twin Flame Oracle is the love deck, and it's right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the business, money, and career deck. These are available with free shipping at my website as well as Amazon FBA. So make sure you go to livetarot.com and check it out. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually helps me in the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose music, as well as this crystal right here, and Leo, Pisces, Virgo, and Aquarius. Let's see, what are they realizing about you? Group 3. What are they realizing? We're going to start with Oracle. We'll do your tarot. And then we'll also be looking at what action do they wish to take towards you next, if any, so you can see what's going to happen next in this connection. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Purity. Milk and honey. Rest and rejuvenation. Okay. Very interesting. So I feel like this person and you may have been going through some very challenging times. Okay. I feel like there is a phase or a period of time that has been dark for the two of you. Okay. And that might be because this person may have acted like they are ready for a real relationship, something serious with you, and they may not have been fully ready for that. Okay, I feel like this person may have flirted a lot with you, right? May have said a lot of nice things, may have even done some very nice things, but there's something here where it's like they realize that maybe even though they talked big, even though they showed up for a period of time, they may have pulled back because something in them realized that they weren't ready for something more. And it seems very unfair. Like I'm getting this energy of them feeling very guilty right now because something they did or how they behaved towards you, they know was not pure and was unfair. Okay, so right now, if you're not in contact with this person, or maybe there's like minimal to no contact, it's because they have withdrawn with some sort of guilt or shame over the fact that there's something here where they showed a lot of enthusiasm for you. They showed a lot of interest in moving things forward with you. And then something in them switched. And then they just kind of pulled back, and then they left you wondering what's going on. I thought everything was okay. I thought we were moving forward. So I feel that this person, when they first connected with you, when you first met, when you first started seeing each other, falling for each other, they may have come on very strong. Okay, they may have been very interested, very communicative. Like there may have been lots of texting, there may have been long phone calls, like hours, like that kind of connection where you're just like, wow, what is this? Like I love talking to you all the time. I love hearing your voice. I love texting with you. It could have been very, very strong in the beginning, right? A lot of flirting. They feel very, very emotionally and physically attracted to you, right? And it's not that went away, but I think it also overwhelmed them as to how deeply they were starting to feel and how quickly it happened for them, okay? And I feel like they see you as somebody who is very pure-hearted, very pure-hearted. Like they know you're real, you're sincere, you're authentic, that you showed up real and you were not playing games with them. You wanted something real with them. And there was something in that purity that may have scared them because they may not have been ready. Like, I feel like they didn't realize back then how hard they would fall for you. I think when they first met you and connected with you, it was all very lighthearted, it was very fun, it was very romantic, it was very sensual, right? But I think they didn't realize that they were falling very, very hard, okay? That there's a purity in this connection, and that you guys had that in the beginning. There was a lot of purity. Everything felt so real, so authentic, that it just started snowballing. Like, you know, the to me, like, I feel like from this energy, I'm getting like a snowball energy where it's just like the momentum kept building, okay? And the momentum for this person built very, very fast, okay? I feel like they started to see you as a beautiful gift, like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? I think they saw beautiful things in you. You're sweet, you're kind, you're loving, you are calm, you bring so much calmness to their life. This person may have a bit of a chaotic life as well, okay? So this milk and honey is like a very soothing energy. Like, they realize that you've brought a lot of soothing to them, because this might be somebody who lives very fast and hard, right? They go big and then they shut down. Like, they're not great at mastering their energy. And that's why I feel like this person may be somebody who goes very fast, very intense, but then like tires themselves out and becomes emotionally exhausted. And this is why they've pulled back into rest and rejuvenation. So this might be somebody who comes off as extremely enthusiastic, full of energy, wanting to be with you, wanting to talk to you all the time, wanting to spend time with you. And then they kind of like short circuit their own grid by overdoing it. They don't know how to pace themselves. When they fall in love, they fall in love hard, okay? And it shows in their behavior. But unfortunately, what's unfair to you is that this person falls in love hard and then they pull back hard when they short circuit their own grid. I feel like that's what might be happening here, and they're realizing that they went too far, too big, and they should have actually just balanced themselves and not overpromised and under delivering. Okay, like, I feel like this is the energy of they overpromised and under delivered, and they knew and respected how pure you are, how your intentions are real, how you showed up real, and they weren't able to meet you there because they overdid it and they overextended themselves, and now they feel like they couldn't offer what they thought they were going to offer. And that's really sad and frustrating for you. Let's go deeper. What else are they realizing about group 3? Seven of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah, see? Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this person, see, this rest and rejuvenation, there's that Four of Swords. They are definitely in a phase right now where they know that they're realizing that they've been lying to themselves about what they truly want. Okay, with the Seven of Swords, they haven't been fully upfront with you. And it's about their capacity. It's really about what they thought they could offer versus what they're realizing they can offer. Okay, so they were, even though you might feel like they were being unfair to you, they know this, they've realized that they've been unfair to you, but you might also feel like they were being deceptive, because why were they so enthusiastic? Why were they so into you? Why did they act like they were so into you and then pull away? And I feel like it, from your side, group 3, it feels like they might have deceived you, right? But what the way they see it is that they are also deceiving themselves, because they did not think it through. Okay, they did not ask themselves, oh my gosh, this is getting serious. I am falling really hard. I haven't fallen this hard for somebody in a long time, and I don't know what to do about it. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to make an offer, a real commitment, something big? Or am I just playing around with that flirty energy and I got carried away? So this is why this person, even though it seems like they misled you, they feel ashamed of doing that, because they feel like they also did not understand themselves. They were deceiving themselves. So for many of you, this person has gone into a silent mode right now, okay? They are contemplating, they're silent. They might even be embarrassed or ashamed at their own behavior, because they may have expressed a lot of love, a lot of enthusiasm for you, and then pulled back hard. And it might have even felt for some of you that this person disappeared. So I think right now they're in the mode of trying to figure out, why did they do this? What is it that truly makes them happy? 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. So I feel like right now they're in that 4 of Swords contemplation mode of kind of looking at their own behavior and being appalled at themselves. I think they're very embarrassed. They're very humiliated about them. Like, why did they do this? Why did they behave this way? You were pure. You were real. You did everything right, group 3. It's this person that doesn't really know what is it that they truly want, what's going to make them truly happy. Do they want more of a casual type relationship, even though they're in love with you? Sometimes that's all someone can handle. Sometimes they're not at that place in their life where they can handle a full committed relationship. Do they, want that? Or are they ready to step up? They're realizing now that they need to decide, what is it that they truly want? What is it that they truly can even offer? If they identify what they want in this phase of their life, 9 of Cups, what's going to make them happy? What can they deliver to you? Then they can actually talk to you about what a relationship can look like. What can they offer within this 10 of Cups? Because you make them incredibly happy. You do. That's not the problem. You make them very happy. They're very happy with you. You have brought a whole new dimension into this person's life. But again, this person tends to go hard and then overdo it. They go into chaos emotionally, and then they need to pull back and try to, recenter themselves. This is not somebody who approaches love in a balanced way. And that's what they're trying to figure out now. Because I think historically, in all of their relationships in the past, this person does not approach love in a balanced way. They either go really hard and then burn out, or they become indifferent and they won't even try. They tend to operate in extremes, okay? So this is why I feel like this person, they may even default right now to friendship, okay? They might even come to you and say, let's just be really good friends right now and then see where it goes. So that might be their solution. That might be the realization that they're coming to. Like, they don't want to lose you completely, but they're not ready to decide what they can give in terms of a committed relationship, or just dating, or just close friendship, okay? So this person is definitely realizing that they have not come to a decision, or they need to come to a decision as to what is it that they truly want. And that's why they might be silent right now. So then let's see, what action will they take next towards group 3? Home. Healing. Soulmate. Fall. Lessons. Wow. Okay. So this person absolutely thinks of you as their soulmate. Like I said, this has nothing to do with their true feelings for you. I think that is what is scaring this person, is that you are the real thing. You are, going back to this purity card, you are the real thing. They're not used to the real thing. They don't know what to do with the real thing. I don't think they've ever met their soulmate before. You are it. So this is a new thing for them. They've been in relationships before with the Seven of Swords. Maybe for some of you, they already are in some sort of a relationship with somebody else where it's not their soulmate. It's like some whatever placeholder. Okay, if this is a third party situation, which it could be with the Seven of Swords, then the person they're with is not their soulmate. That person is a placeholder in their life, gives them some sort of relief from their own pain. Okay, but is not you. You are the soulmate. You are the true soulmate. And this person right now is going through lessons and healing, okay? So I don't see a ton of action because they need to learn some really stiff lessons here. There are things in themselves that they need to heal before they can even come to you whole. So I feel like for you guys, it's going to be a bit of a timing issue here, okay? I feel like you might see a difference in this person in the fall because this person has healing and lessons to learn. And especially if they've pulled away from you right now, it's better to leave them alone and let them come to a reckoning because they are in pain. They are missing you very much. They know they screwed this up, okay? They know you're their soulmate, but they may not reemerge from the lessons and healing until the fall, okay? But it's coming because at the end of the day, you feel like home to them, nobody else, okay? You are their home. You are their soulmate. So they are going to come back to you, but you may have to be a little bit patient if you want to wait for this person or not. It's up to you. You can even move on. Let them go through their healing and their lessons. And then if they do come back in the fall, you can think about it at that time. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created. Twin Flame Oracles, the love deck, which is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur is the money, career, and business deck. They are available free shipping on Amazon FBA as well as my website. So make sure you go to livetarot.com and check everything out. The links are in the box below. Also make sure to give this video a like and please do hit that subscribe. You have no idea how much it actually supports me and helps the channel. Thank you so much for being here and I'll see you all on the next one.